What's up, guys? This is Plays back again with a new video, and today's video is going to be more of a sit down talking video. I wanted to talk about the Western brand industry and its position right now. A lot of people ask me, how should I start a brand? What angle should I start a brand? And my biggest advice would be to start a brand that is in a very niche slash unsaturated market. Okay, you want to put yourself in a position where you are not facing a lot of competition. Competition is good, don't get me wrong, but the process will be much faster, and you want to be like the first one to a market. You see what I'm saying? For example, what I mean by saturated is like streetwear or the gym brand type of the gym brand type of brands out there. I feel like those are the two most saturated, because you go on TikTok, you see a lot of them coming up, right? A lot of people are trying to make those type of brands, and it's just harder now. For example, the hat game, like Dandy Hats, Barbas, Fino, 31, JC, all of them, they built that market to where it's at now. A lot of people want to make a hat brand now. A lot of people. I see a lot of these little TikTok brands coming up, and they look very similar now. You know what I mean? I feel like now you have to kind of think outside of the box to hit into that market. And that's like that right there. I don't see that with the Western industry. The Western industry is not really touched. I mean, you can say we have, Wrangler, Ariat, Cinch, Rock and Roll, all those top dogs, but they're OGs. What I mean by that is they've been in the game for long, and it's kind of like they're already up, right? They're already known. But if we're talking about this TikTok industry where they're hitting, making these little movements on TikTok and all that, not just TikTok. I don't want to say it like that, but this new gen. That's what I mean. Like this new gen, there's not a lot of these brands coming up, and that's the hole that I saw personally with Vida Ranchera. Because when I first started Vida Ranchera, I first had started with the hat brand, okay? I had started with the hat brand back in 2023, late 2023, and it was an Alucin type of hat brand. It was called Sicario. And maybe it was the design, I wasn't that good, or the marketing, whatever it is, but I saw no movement, right? I stopped that brand, and I made Vida Ranchera because I was like, there's nobody making this drop system with the Western stuff. So, I was like, okay, I made the designs, I made all that. Literally, the second post I posted on TikTok blew up more than 20,000 likes. I was like, yo, I saw something there, because I was like, that's crazy. Like, nobody had ever done that. Nobody had ever done that in the Western industry, right? So I feel like that's what helped me a lot. It helped me because I saw that hole and nobody was doing it, and I was the first to do it. And another thing about the Western industry is that it's not going anywhere, okay? The Western industry is not going anywhere, and you see these trends more in the streetwear or like gym brands. Like, you'll see these little trends, like, this style is going crazy right now, but then next week another one. In the Western industry, is very traditional. It's a traditional type of dressing. So I feel like what stays. You know what I mean? There'll be a few things that come and go, like the brush hopper type of designs, but that's the only thing that changes, the designs. But if we're talking about pearl snaps, button ups, the fishing type of material, like that all stays. The only thing that changes really is the design. But in these other markets, it changes a lot, and I feel like, yeah, like the Western market isn't really touched right now. In the market that I'm in, Vida Ranchera, I'm targeting Western Hispanic, right? There's a few top dogs here in this game. I feel like we've built it to where it's at right now, but it's still not there. Like, my brand, Vida Ranchera, I have like 19,000 followers, right? I've had good drops, I've had bad drops, like anything, right? But I feel like we haven't yet built it to where it's mainstream, to where it's all over TikTok, where it's a topic. You know what I mean? Like these other type of industries. It's not like that right now yet. But I really do believe in it. I think it's going to happen, and I see motion with all these brands that are coming in. And also, one thing that I feel like is different from this, or like in this market, is that I see a lot of the upcoming brands, and their brands come and feel like more merch like. I feel like they don't like create that illusion good to where people are like, oh yeah, that's, that's a brand. It's kind of more like a merch. Like they don't know how to market it, or they don't know how to have that psychology towards the audience. And I see that a lot with the streetwear and gym. Like a lot of guys, that are making that, like they make a brand, and since the jump they're already having that image of like, oh, that's a brand. But in the Western, I feel like it's like they're not very educated, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think it's the reality. But I feel like if you're starting a brand, look into these type of markets. Look into the Western market. Look into markets that are just niche, very niche and unsaturated. Okay. And I think this will be the end of the video. I feel like that guy, I don't know if y'all know the guy that called out Bitcoin in the early 2000s. That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now with this topic, because like I said, it's not touched. But this will wrap it up. If you have any questions, any video ideas, comment it down. Thank y'all for everything. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see y'all next time, guys.